We're finally back here at the Super Bowl with the San Francisco Rams. I was reading the name of the stadium and the team. My fault. The Los Angeles Rams in San Francisco as we're taking on the Buffalo Bills. As we finally worked our way back from last year's loss, we're going to try to avenge it. Buffalo's had a great postseason run here, scoring at least 27 or more in all of their games, while also holding opponents. I mean, the opponent's been scoring 20 or more in their games too, as well as our defense has been playing pretty strong throughout this postseason, only giving up more than 20 points once and never giving up more than 22, which they did in all three of their games. So hopefully that's a sign to come that our defense might be a little bit better. We can come away with the win. Now, before we go ahead and jump into it, of course, let's go ahead and check out some of the awards for this year's past season. Caleb Williams was your league MVP this year, as well as Coach of the Year going to Dave Canals with the Panthers Coach of the Year, leading them to that #1 seed. We ended up finishing 6th, despite getting the 2 seed, but I think we could have been a little higher, but okay, whatever. Romeo Dunes getting the Offensive Player of the Year, going to a receiver. Nice. Edrin Cooper getting Defensive Player of the Year. Nick Pearson of the Saints gets Offensive Rookie of the Year. Looks like Bullocks finishes 4th. Drummond finishes 6th. And actually Hammond as well finishes 9th. Our undrafted free agent rookie, actually. So that's good. Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to Bryce Chamberlain of the Cowboys. We had Peoples finish 6th. Best QB goes to Williams. Running back to Kenneth Walker III. Oh, wait, hold on. We had the second best running back. Franks actually finished in 2nd. Nice. O'Dunes finishing for the best receiver, of course. O-line goes to Sewell. D-line goes to Timmy Thomas of the Cowboys. Linebacker goes to Cooper, of course. Johnson for DB. And then best kicker goes to Mike Colbert of the Commanders. So, pretty good year of awards. Obviously, we didn't walk away with any hardware. Had a couple guys on at least the list, but not walking away with any hardware. Of course, before we jump into the teams, or before we jump into the games, let's look at the teams that we'll be facing off against. So the Bills, so they haven't changed too much, at least at the top. Still have Greg, Josh, Keon Coleman, who actually is now the best player on the team at 97 overall. Allen's down a little bit to 93. That's probably due to his old age. They got Spencer Rattler backing him up now. Stephen LeBlanc, 22-year-old, second year in the league, and he's already up to an 85 overall, while they have Kerry Stecker behind him. Receivers is Coleman, Alex Northrup, and Devontae Walker. So a decent receiving room. It kind of falls down a little bit. Pretty much going to lead on Kincaid and Coleman, I would think, throughout this passing attack here. Offensive line is pretty good except for up the middle. So hopefully we get some pressure up through there. D-line is looking strong. And we'll look to just hope that we can carry on with the offensive game that we've had. We had a pretty good passing attack the first 2 games. Last game was kind of weak, but we were able to get it along with it with the offense that we had with the run game, and the defense only giving up 10 points was probably the biggest thing in that. Giving up 10 points, getting the turnovers that we needed at a timely manner is what kept us in that last game to even get us to this Super Bowl and give us this opportunity for the comeback. So press conference here before we jump in. Love the morning of the Super Bowl. What are y'all gonna make me do? Promise to get a win? Obviously, a lot of preparation goes into the big game. Can you talk to us about your players and how they've been preparing all week? Why would I give y'all the recipe of how we've been preparing all week? Okay, left guard Sheldon Arndt. You got to be working on pass blocking so our quarterback stays up. Focused on leading up to the Super Bowl. What options give me? I'm going to say pass blocking because we have been passing a lot through this postseason. So we want to make sure we're definitely not getting any pressure up the middle because the D-line that they have is good. So we want to make sure that they are not getting into the back with the quarterback at all. So it'll increase by 1 for his pass blocking rating. That's all he is. They've been doing these interviews and give you like minimum awards +1 just to pass, not even like at least all 3, just the pass blocking itself. But let's go ahead and double check here. I want to make sure everybody's fully healthy. Did we get everybody back from injury? So we're missing Austin Robbins. He's out for 3 weeks with that broken rib. I'll have to check our depth chart to see if that really affects us at all. They are missing Gerald Campbell, one of the receivers, Nick Mims, one of their best corners, and Tyler Davis, probably just a backup defensive tackle. But at least they're missing one of their best corners, so that kind of helps out with our receiver game. But we definitely want to go take a look at our depth chart here. But we'll jump straight into the game. I'll see you guys in San Francisco, and hopefully we can avenge the loss in the Super Bowl last season and wrap this up with a nice bow. the Super Bowl. Y'all already know we're about to sit here and watch every single play as the Los Angeles Saints come in and take on the Buffalo Bills. Man, that logo still makes me crack up to this day. But we're getting it started off here with your Rams. About to set ready to receive the ball first here today. So that means the Bills will get ball first in the second half. We will keep that in mind as that's a big-time run back getting all the way to the 30. See, that was Brandon Moses there on the return. That brings on Jeremiah Matthews to once again lead his team to greatness. Can he do it off of a 4,300-yard season? Basically a 2-for-1 touchdown to interception ratio this year. And really, this postseason has been playing even more phenomenally than that. So definitely want to see if we can keep that high level of a pass attack up here today as they're sending a blitz here that's got the game started off as that throw goes out of bounds. Already getting kicked off here with sending some heavy pressure. So we'll have to see how much the Bills do blitz to see if they actually get anybody inside. That's a wide open route over the middle. Alexander Jackson gets the day's first actual target as he gets us to our side of the field just that quick. One thing I've noticed is too, we really do or have not been going to Ladd McConkey here so far this postseason run as much as you would think we would for a number one. It's been mainly the supporting cast getting the big plays, the catches, and Ladd's coming in and made basically like 1 or 2 catches that have been clutch. Don't get me wrong, but that's been like also the only work he sees for the day. I'd be mad if that was my number one. If I was the number one, that's the kind of workload I'm getting. Here's Brian McCullum, back-to-back grabs, gets us on for the first down at the 37. A little bit of a, I guess, strong eye formation here. Titan fullback on the same side. They're going to go with the play action read here. Throw goes out across the middle, and there goes Ladd McConkey getting 1 catch. Let's keep track. That's the first one today. Let's see how many more he gets, or if that's going to be it. So far, the offense has been moving good. Haven't yet been stopped on a negative play, at least, as that's a big-time run as Frank's back into the game this week. You guys missed last episode last Friday. Make sure you guys check it out. And once again, I do want to apologize about the crazy upload schedule. I had a lot of stuff going on personally that I had to take care of, which kept me from making videos for a little bit. But we're back with a couple of double uploads to make up for the lost time, just like them ankles are making up for all them lost years of not getting took by Franks. But yes, I'm going to try to double upload. I know today is Saturday, so look out for a video earlier in the day. If you guys haven't seen it already, it'll be an Angels video, then an Angels video tomorrow as well to go ahead and follow things right up as we get a touchdown here. Dalvin Franks back-to-back screenplays, so I normally don't like to run screens that often, but when it works as we get on the board first here in San Fran. But yeah, now I got everything fixed up. We should be able to get everything back wrapped up. And I mean, honestly, let me know down below in the comment section, because this will be a big point of emphasis. This will be the last episode of the Rams series, regardless of win or lose, unless you guys would like to see a long-term sim after this. That means we will go a couple years into the future, maybe like 5 or 6 or so, and just see what the team is able to do. I'll do one final offseason where I do this will be my last round of drafting and free agent signings to set them up for at least some future success. But after that, we'll go 5 straight years in one video and just see how the rest of the careers play out, man. See when Jeremiah Matthews retires. We might just go till Matthews retires or changes teams. One of those two, whichever one comes first. But let me know if you guys will be interested in a video like that to wrap it up, or are you guys just good with the ending right here how it is? So please, in the comment section, just let me know what you guys want to see. But and once that happens, though, the only thing left on the channel will be Sly 3 until we finish that game up, and it will be the show until Madden or College Football 26 drops. So wrapping this one up well before either of those games come out, which will give us a nice little break of football on the channel, get my mind refreshed and ready to go, and decide what we want to do for next year's game. I know what team I want to play with, because I already had that set up before the draft even came out. I knew exactly what I wanted to do, but whether I'll be playing or watching. Dang, come on, Wingo. I thought we might have caught them off sides first, but he was in a neutral zone. But yeah, whether we be playing or watching will also be kind of up to you guys. I mean, let me know down below if you guys have a preference on if you guys like the slower sim like this. You got me hop on the sticks. The only problem with hopping on the sticks is always I am very good, so I have to put some like house rules in place to, I guess, limit myself so we can actually don't win the Super Bowl in one season like we did with the Colts, which that played in handy for that one because it was a quick series. The next game was already about to come out, but yeah, we got to definitely put some house rules in place to limit ourselves. So with that being said, though, that's just kind of the future aim of the channel. I want to go ahead and let you guys know what was kind of going on here at the beginning of the video before we get guys tailoring off the video. But please do make sure you guys are staying to the end, because obviously this one looks like it's about to get crazy As let's go ahead and jump right back into the action here after we see, I don't even know how many broken tackles. Let's just say a broken herd there by that running back, going 2nd and 2 here. Play fake though off the good run. Davidson's in the backfield, getting his first sack here of the game. And he actually got an upgrade right before the game started. He got a +1 to his power move. So he has 99 power moves right now, 96 finesse, and 91 block shit. He is a beast off the edge, and we definitely want to see him get in this backfield more often. So on 3rd and 10, Josh Allen will motion his receiver in tight. Actually, we have John Davidson dropping back in coverage, but we knocked that ball down as Kirby Joseph. I don't know what formations when we're in that we should have Davidson dropping back in coverage, but I really do not like that. I'm not going to lie to you. So after we get them to not score here, good job by the defense holding them still. We're going to come right back with the passing attack as Ladd McConkey catches it, and thank goodness Bullock was following them up. Scoops it up there, so I guess that's his 2nd catch in the first quarter, which is already matching what I had for his over-under. But I don't know if I should give him negative points for that fumble too as well. Play action fake here. Great read there by our halfback to at least stop him momentarily. Couldn't hold up the linebacker, but dropping back here. Hand off to Franks again. He goes up the middle. Doesn't get much there. It's only a gain of 1. So on 4th and 1 this early, the question is, do we go for it or punt it back? There we go. This is a little bit better of a front here where Davidson's actually just going to be up on the line, which, oh my goodness, we can't even get their halfback on the ground. LeBlanc is out here blinking every time he touches the ball. Now he's tired after that run, which is good, as he should be. I mean, he broke a whole bunch of tackles here. So we're going to go ahead and send a blitz off that right side entirely, and he's wide open. Nobody's back there to cover. Kirby Joseph has to make a play here, and he does, getting him down. And once again, Tracy Gales is in the game. Why? Ah, crap. We're in the game. I did not mean to do this. I'm going down here on the D-line at least. Wide open. So I come in. Both times I've gotten trapped on the game trying to do something like that. I'm just literally just fixing the formation because there's no reason he should be on the play in any of the formations. He's not a backup in any regards, and he's still in the game. So I had to just come in to do something, and both times I had to come in and do something, the other team has scored. So they keep getting these BS touchdowns. And all that happened because we went on an overload blitz and just nobody covered the side that we were blitzing from. So that's what happens when you send in a blitz. You don't get there quick enough and they don't cover at least good enough on the initials. Goodness. Their blitzes are working, though. They're sending a lot of, it looks like DB blitzes, or even if it's a linebacker, they're coming from way far outside, like outside the tight end. So the blitzes aren't coming from up the middle, and they are working for them as we go to get this throw here after getting sacked to go to get at least most of that back and a little bit extra here. It's 3rd and 7 now. All right, Bills here again sending a blitz here on 3rd down. Thank you for that, because that was definitely PI, all draped over him before the ball even came in. So pass interference on that one will, of course, accept, get a free 1st down. Thank you, Cole Bishop, for that mistake. Crazy part is, too, he's actually just the one that made the play to even get us back in that position in the first place. He got the sack the first time around. As we hand this one off to Franks. Great pancake block up the middle. Who is that? 73. That's Steve Avila. Can't remember not looking and seeing who it is. So that's our starting center. Just look straight up and just see open pancakes to start out the game. Looks like we'll go right back to the run here. Going up the middle, cutting back left. Solid gain of 3 for Franks. This is good. Good mix of the run. Good mix of the pass. Going to motion across. They're going to move out the defense and flex back outside. I guess they were ready for him to come back that way as no one moved to his side. Open on the corner, and he juggled it but made the play. That's what Ladd McConkey going to do, though. That's what you get a good, strong number 1 for. If he fumbles it or bobbles it, he's going to make sure he recovers it, too. Gets us into the red zone here for the first time, or second time here today. It's the last time we were here we scored. Dropping back, still not sending a blitz here, but pocket is collapsing, and instead of throwing it away, he takes a huge loss of 11. And now just like that, we were in the red zone. Now at least we're still in field goal position, but it's 3rd and 22 at the 27. We need to at least get up to the 5-yard line here, and instead of trying to stay in the pocket, he freaks out and runs. Setting up a 47-yard field goal here. What was looking like a promising drive had 2 back-to-back negative plays. Ends up with us at least still taking the lead. All right, so now with me not having to come into the game, now let's see what happens. You see, the first drive I didn't have to come into the game at all, and we were able to hold him down. So Let's hope for that same kind of success here as they go right out to the flats. It's wide open. Well, we need better flat coverage. Oh my gosh, I got to get back in the game again, because why is Julius Peoples in the game and not Reggie Lawrence? Looking around here, throws it right over the middle. Thankfully, we go to make a play happen, but now I got to figure out why my middle linebacker. This is why they be getting good games. All right, I was able to get in there and change it at least. So it's always in dime. The only package that ever is messed up is dime, which I don't know why we're even in that often, but now let's see if we notice any kind of differences here with the game now that Reggie Lawrence is back in. That must mean we really are in dime a lot, though, as we get a blitz off the edge there. That is Younger getting in the backfield, and look at that free agency or that trade working out for us just beautifully. Straight off the edge, right in Josh Allen's face, backs them all the way back up to the original starting point. 3rd and 10 now. Now we can kind of back up, play a little bit of coverage here. It looks like we got man across the field. Rackshaw's going to follow him. Blitz is coming in. No one's going to get there, though. Younger's chasing him, and he gets his 2nd sack. Reggie Lawrence was hustling him out the way, moved him out of the pocket, and Younger just followed it up and was able to finish off the play. Getting it started already. Jackson moving from the outside spot to a motion inside. Seam routes up the middle are wide open. Is that lad's like 4th catch today? So after we just talked about him only really getting, barely any volume, he's already have 4 targets, 4 catches. And we're not even through with the first half yet here as they go ahead and send a blitz. Tried to take off there for a second. Finds McConkey late, though, for his 5th. All right, Jeremiah, I need you to stay in that pocket and look more comfortable than this, bro. You looking a little shaky right now. So, he got dumped into the ground. Yeah, you're looking a little, it's not trigger happy. What's the trait where they just, I can't even remember what the trait's called, where they just run out of the pocket just very, very quickly. I know it's not trigger happy, though. Obviously, that's when you throw it too quickly. It's not conservative sense of pressure. Paranoid. I think that's what it's called. Paranoid sense of pressure is what he's looking like right now because, well, he's moving out of his pocket so quickly. So we're going to go with the handoff here to the right side. Got it in the blocker's way for a minute there. So that was Connor Scott. It looked like our right tackle getting in the way a little bit, but still able to pull off a gain of 5 here as we go under 3 minutes to go in the first half. Looking to try to score at least one more set of points here. Is McConkey's up to 6. He almost as many catches as they do points. Fresh from the 2-minute warning here. 2nd and 9. He throws to the flats, and that's an easy pick, and that's probably going to go for 6. No one's going to get there to stop him. Why would you throw that, Matthews? No. You were so good the whole drive. There was no reason to throw the flats at all. And honestly, from what it looked like he was actually just standing there. Like, he just snapped his head, turned to fire over. And if you, look, yeah, he was there the entire time. Timmons was on him. One of the worst mistakes I think we've seen of the postseason as far for Jeremiah Matthews is he hasn't thrown too many interceptions and definitely hasn't been the one to throw it first. But it's got to, I mean, there's going to be some trials and tribulations at some point. Last game was, I thought, at least pretty rough. But here, a pick 6 is exactly what you don't need. Almost throws another one as we try to run the 3rd screen of the first half. Especially with us being this far away from scoring, 1.5 minutes to go. I don't think a screen right now is ideal. We're going to go empty here. A receiver, that's not in my playbook. I would never, ever in my life have a receiver screen in my playbook. I don't know whose playbook this is. I think that's the reason why these games are even as close, because I would never have that play ever in my life. I wouldn't even run a receiver screen in college. Now it's going to be up to the defense, though. They've got both their, at least 2 timeouts still left here. They're going to go out and try to get some points here on the boards. That's a diving catch, or diving miss, I should say, from our DB there is Northrup with another great catch for the Bills. Moving them closer to the 50-yard line. They're going to actually choose to save their timeout here. So clock will still keep running. Going with the play action fake here as we almost answer right back with one of our own as Rackshot was there. Okay, what formation is this now? Okay, never mind. I see Lawrence right there. I was about to say, why is Peoples back out there? I know you almost, or you're 6th in Rookie of the Year voting, but that don't mean you need to be on the field here in the Super Bowl. All right, the Bills only have one more timeout left, so if they choose to use it wrong, or we can rank them run enough clock here, we might be able to get out of this without them getting any more points. Throw goes out to the flats. He's out of bounds. I would think y'all would be covering the sidelines, but I guess not. Dropping back here. Blitz tries to come in. We're not going to get there. They're down in bounds at least. So now the question is, do they run another play or call a timeout? They're going to come to the line here. Under 10 seconds to go, so they'll have to see if they're able to get this down and call a timeout in time. Throws it out of a sack, and we knock it down. You honestly should have just let him catch it. Catch it, hold it up, waste the last 5 seconds. Now because of that, they're going to kick a 3 here. This is about a 50-yarder, so it should be relatively easy. Kick is up, and they're going to get ball and a 7-point lead. Back here ready for the second half, and it's going to take a huge performance here from our defense to be able to go to make this game close again, because the Bills not only have a huge lead, well, basically it seems like a huge lead at this point. They've gone a couple points here unanswered. They are up 7. They have ball again. And our offense has looked kind of rough since that first scoring drive, as they have really here recently. They'll get a really hot first scoring drive, and then after that, they kind of slow up. Now, the only bright spot is in the fourth quarter. They kind of come back alive. So we'll have to see if that pattern stays true or not. And see, they go in motion here, going back with Dalton Kincaid, dropping back in the pocket. Nobody's going to get there. They go out to the halfback, though, right before he's able to get sacked. Way to leak out late as a flat option. 3rd and 10. Josh Allen's going to wave his receiver in motion in tight. We're going to go to get the rush in. Nobody's going to get there in time. Wide open over the top. I think we were in like a cover 2 or something on that one, because that was just a seam route by the outside of Northrop. Honestly, I think we just need a turnover of our own to really kind of shake this game back up. That would really help. If we can get them even on the turnover battle, that kind of reset things here for us. At least give us a chance to tie this ball game up. So who's going to make a play? So you're going to motion the halfback out into the flats here. Coming in, no pressure. That's just a simple curl route, and no one's even close to him. So we're going to motion them in the backfield here. Handing it off right up the middle. That's an easy run lane, and the Bills are just moving the ball ever since the first drive, when things kind of stalled out. I mean, they went down the second drive, got a better field goal. Next was a touchdown, pick 6. Now, obviously, they didn't get anything right before half, or they got the field goal right before half. Yeah, it's just been continuously scoring ever since that first drive we got them stopped. And then now they're set up for another scoring position here. They are inside of goal territory. Allen's going to motion Kincaid again, going right back, going with a handoff to the outside. Clean running lane, though, as Curl is there to make the play. He must not have much stamina. It seems like after one run play, that boy is like there head bobbing, needing air. So run across the formation here. Easy slant route right up the middle. Breaks through a tackle and drags his way forward to the 2-yard line. And where Keon Coleman is a dog right now. He's working, and I bet you watch this be a slant play right to him, too. Dropping back. Actually, they're going with the handoff here. We're all over that. Should have went with the slant. That would have been a better option. Back-to-back runs? I don't think so. Well, let's see. Oh, no, they're going to motion this time, so it could be another run since they're doing the motion. Look for the run to the left. We don't have enough bodies over there. They're going to go with the slant. I told you. They'd have better luck with the slant, and it works for them. Coleman in the end zone, and the Bills now go up 2 possessions here in the 3rd. Okay, offense is going to be up to y'all then. Defense wasn't able to stop them coming out of half. Even though this is one of the worst run Ds in the league, they're getting off on us. So I don't know if it's and I have noticed that the run blocking has been a little weird recently. And obviously, I know the game updates on its own. Like, I don't have it turned off to not update. But I've noticed here it's not the same as when we were doing the series regularly. At least in my eyes. I don't know. Maybe you guys are seeing something different. To me, it does not seem like this run game is blocking the same. Even in the games that we win, I don't think that we've had 2 successful run games unless we've up big and we're able to just run out the clock. And it's kind of like garbage time yards. Dropping back, here's Matthews. Throws it out to the wheel route on the outside of this. Jackson wide open. 254 on the day. Closing in on 300 yards through the air. But that one pick 6, bro. I mean, even if it wasn't a pick 6 and we were able to get a stop at least, it wouldn't have been as bad. It's the fact that it was a pick 6. They gave him a free touchdown here. Throw goes out to Jackson again. Great catch, gaining his way to the first down marker. Play action fake here. Throws it out. Looks like it's a play action tight end screen. Yeah, I don't know what happened. Like, this is I'm not going to lie to y'all. This is a custom playbook, but I combed through this playbook. I don't have these plays that they're calling in there. And even if they're in the playbook, they're definitely not in the what is it called? The play call, the game script. Like, they're not in the game script. So I don't know where the tight end screens, the receiver screens, I don't know where they're coming from. But they're definitely not the plays that I picked in there and chose in there. So dropping back here, Matthews looking, rolls left, pocket looks clean. He's got all day to run. Can he beat the DB? He will just slide and just take his easy yardage. I think we'll just have to settle for 3 here. I don't think we're in 4-down territory. Yeah, let's at least get the field goal up though before the third goes, so we have enough time to score. Come on, hike it. What? Get a 3 before the fourth quarter starts, so we don't have to eat up fourth quarter time. Because now we have, I mean, I know it's just what 3 seconds off the clock, but that's still, you know. And we probably could have got the kickoff off in time too, because there was plenty of time there. So they could at least be having the ball. So we could potentially be missing out on a lot of time here. We'll have to see how much clock run off here. Do they even take it out, or they just put it in the end zone? Yeah, look, in total, we lost about 6 seconds. So the Bills back on offense have looked pretty unstoppable here ever since the first drive of the game. So I have to see if they keep that up here. Doing a lot of motioning with their receivers, keeping us off balance. The run game has been mixed in very seldomly but effectively. And Allen's just been making throw after throw here, staying out of the pocket, staying out of sacks. They're wide open over the middle. Ernest Ragshaw Jr. is getting eaten up in man coverage. Dropping back here. The 4-man has not been getting there. That's the second drop pick of the game for us. Ragshaw had one just like that. Lawrence is dropping them. Those were the things that were keeping us. Actually, we're turning games around and kind of really putting nails in coffins in the first couple playoff games. We were getting big interceptions when we needed them the most. And here today, we've dropped 2 of them. Okay, motioning across the formation. He looks like we're going to follow him around. Throw goes over, and it's wide open on a slant. Again, slant routes, post routes. And it's on Ernest Ragshaw Jr. every time. I don't know if that's just the old legs just not able to cover no more, or what's going on here as we go over the middle. Another slant route wide open. Crazy part is I told them to defend short pass. I don't know what else more I could do besides that. Now, I will tell y'all, though, if y'all do elect to maybe play the game, this type of game won't be happening. I can guarantee you won't be seeing slant end routes completed like this the same way in the first as they were in the fourth. There's going to be some type of halftime coach adjustment if I'm noticing stuff like this, because I will be, you know, actually actively playing. So you will not be seeing a game like this happen. Those would be picks. If I'm able to help it, at least if I get good enough players to go and catch the ball. Because, I mean, we should have had some picks today. Allen dropping back, running a ball up the middle, getting about a gain of 2 or 3 there. I'll take it back up just a little bit. They're still in field goal range, though, because a field goal here would still put it at 14. So still keep it at kind of a 2-possession game here. Looks like we're not going to fall all the way across the formation here. Slant routes are not working, but the stop route does. We get to him before he gets to the first down, though. So on 4th and 1, they're actually going to come out and go for it. So, I mean, this could, hey, if we stop them here, that's no points at all. I love it. We can go ahead and go down, score a touchdown, and just be back within 4. Dropping back here. Blitz doesn't get there, but we have him moving out of the pocket. Nowhere to go. Barry Younger misses. He's still up on his feet and finally gets tripped up. Thank goodness. They're going to give Younger the sack, even though really, you honestly probably got to get that to John Monty. He's the one that followed him up and, like, kind of rolled up his legs. Yeah, you got to get that one to him. Dang, that boy pseudo kicked him. All right, so now it's going to be up to the offense here. We're going to have to come down on the field, go down, score quick, and then get one more stop. So under 5 minutes to go. Can Jeremiah Matthews put together some deep pass plays here to actually make the game change a little bit? And there we go. Big play down the field already. That's Bullock there with the catch. Over 300 yards through the air already. And that's what I'm talking about with those bigger plays down the field. We need exactly those. Dropping back here. Throws it over the middle. One-on-one catch. I thought Jackson had it. He been making those plays earlier, like in the regular season. He's coming down with like one of those a game, it seemed like. So I would not have been surprised if he came down with that one. Dropping back here, Bullock's on the bottom of the screen by himself, throwing it right to him though, too, as well as we go to get up to the 34-yard line. Play clock running down here. There's only about 3.5 left to go. Throws it out to his halfback as Franks is making the catch, but we need to go down the field though. Like, I get that you want to throw it to the halfback a lot for whatever reason, but we need this ball down the field, please. Jackson with the catch for the first. Keep going no huddle because, of course, this is in college football, so that clock does not stop just because we get a first down. Dropping back here, throws it wide open over the middle. That's Jackson again. Come on, let's call it no huddle. 18. Look, they've been killing the runoff too. 18-second, 20-second runoffs here. Dropping back, sacked. I'm not gonna lie, y'all, it's not looking too good here. 2-minute warning outside of it. We need to score as quickly as possible and hopefully save all 3 timeouts. We're going with the play action fake and we get sacked again. Why would we run a play action? They know we're not running the ball on 3rd and long. When the game is on the line in the Super Bowl, you know you're not running the ball. Pocket looking clean. He has to throw this one up. There's a flag down. Bullocks comes down with it. He mossed him over the top of his head. Now there's a penalty flag down. I either have to guess it's PI or they're going to call him for going out of bounds and coming back in. I don't know. Pass interference on the defense. Let's go. So the touchdown's going to stand. We just, oh my gosh. Let's just take him on the rest. What he just did. The rookie Bullocks just went up and mossed him over his head for a touchdown. Now we scored the touchdown. We're in the end zone. I mean, 5 and 4, there's no difference, but there is a huge difference if there's 3. So we're going to go for 2 here. Dropping back, throws it out to the, I mean, you could have at least put it in the end zone though. Like, at least try. So it's going to come down to an onside kick here. We're up 5. If we can get this, that would be great. It goes right to him. We were lucky. I was hoping that bounce actually went over his hands. We might have been able to have it if that was the case. But 3 timeouts here. They're not in field goal range yet, but even a field goal still keeps it within 8. So that's still 1 possession. We just have to make sure we get our 2-point conversion next time. They're going with the run here, which has been unsuccessful all day. There you go. Crowd the box up here. Going to go with the run here to the outside. Nobody's there. Come on, stop him. His offensive lineman just pushed him forward. We've had good run success all day. And on a situation where you know they're going to run it, it's just a simple... It was just a simple stretch play. Covering up the ball, too, so it wasn't even running with max speed. And nobody was outside. And that's going to do it, man. We call our final timeout here. There's only 1:18 left to go. They're going to go victory formation again. And just once again, we fall just barely short. Now, would I say the goal is complete? Obviously not. We did not win a Super Bowl, so this year was a failure in my eyes. But when you think about, did I rebuild this team and answer that question, I would still say the answer is yes, because not only... I really feel like if I had more time with the Patriots, we would have rebuilt them. If you guys didn't know that we started the series off with the Patriots, so go back and check out that playlist as well. But I really did feel like we would have had the Patriots rebuild if they gave me more time. We went from 4-13 to 7-9-1. And then the year they fired me and tried to do something else, they went 7-10. So they went even worse. But then we took over I think that at the time they were the 2nd worst team in the league. Just looking at their situations, they were the only one out of the top 2 that fired their coach. We had taken on the 2nd worst team in the league. I think they were 3-14 before us. First year with us, we go 7-10. Then the next year we go 11-6, go to the Super Bowl and almost win it. And then this year 12-5 and almost win the Super Bowl again. So when you talk about, did I rebuild this team? I think yes. I think they're set up for future success to stay as a top team in the NFC. Will they finally get on over the hump? That I don't know, because honestly, I don't know what's keeping this team from doing it. We have a good quarterback. The offensive line is great. We have a good receiving core. We have the defense. I mean, today Jeremiah Matthews made a costly mistake and it cost us. I mean, pick 6 hurts, especially when that could have been a scoring drive for us. If you think about what that effect could have did. I mean, let's just say we go for our 1, so we're at 20. You take off 7 points from them on a pick 6 and put it on us. You take off 7 points off them, they have 20. We would have just kicked the field goal and played for overtime. So that pick 6 was the most costly thing that we could have had happen here in this game. And honestly, they needed that 3 to even top the game. So we would have been up 20-17 with a chance to stop them. And we wouldn't have had to kick an onside kick. So they would have had to go down the full field. Yeah, that pick 6 ended up being the killer when you really look at it. I mean, 359 still a great game from Jeremiah, but pick 6s you can just not have. I mean, the run game was not here yet today either. 7 for 24 as the offensive line was not blocking. Winthrop or Northrop, we cannot allow to go off for 134 and expect to win the game with Coleman at 90 or 82 and a touchdown. But the offensive line didn't play good today because we didn't get any run lanes. Quarterback gave up a key pick 6. We had no turnovers. We were in the QB's face a lot. I mean, we did get 5 sacks, even though it didn't feel like we were getting much pressure. We had 5 sacks as a team. So it hurts to not win the Super Bowl before things close out, but on to the next, man, where we have more time. And hopefully we don't get far from that one because I have a really good, fun idea for that series that I think you guys are going to love. So, yeah, there it is, man. I mean, we got a contract extended because, of course, we went to, the Super Bowl. I wish they would just let my contract play all the way out and then give me a contract extension when it actually runs up. You get a contract extension every year. So, it's like you just keep getting 2 years added to your contract every at the end of each year as long as you do okay. But, yeah, I mean, there it is, man. We were not able to do it. Did not get it done. And honestly, I'm just going to leave it right here, man. If you guys want the series to continue even farther past this, if you want that extra final year so we can see where Jeremiah Matthews' career ends up, see what this team looks like after about 5 years or so, let me know down below. We'll do a long-term sim. I mean, he's only 27, so I think he could play till around like 32 or so. Who's the oldest QB in the league right now? If we go to quarterback, the oldest is Patrick Mahomes at 34. Allen's at 34 as well. Jackson and Burrow. Murray at 33. Hurts 32 with Herbert, Tua. So I mean, he could probably have another 5-7 years in him, because 7 years will put him right at 34 with Mahomes. So let me know what you guys want to see. If you guys want to see that, we will definitely make it into one video, a long video, but it'll be one video, and we'll kind of go through year after year after year. But hope you guys did enjoy the content, man. I enjoyed playing this series, and I look forward to catching you guys on Madden 26 and college football 26 if you guys are football fans only. But if you guys rock with me in the channel and you're subscribed to watch all the gaming content, I will catch you guys in the MLB The Show series. Head over to there to go and watch the rebuild. Like I said, we have a video earlier today and a video tomorrow for you guys to catch up on lost time. So love every single one of you guys. It's been your boy Coach Smooth, aka SG, the king of games, and I am still the fastest rebuilder and greatest rebuilder on the tube. Catch you guys later.